Well, my thought is, and I've thought about this. Look at what's going on right now. This crazed, maddened drive to decimate the population. I mean, we just had this whole COVID thing, and it looks like, as the evidence continues to emerge, that it really was a part of a plan to commit genocide on the human race. And we also have this transgenderism, which is also a form of genocide. And we have this uh, unregulated or uncontrolled drive for people to have abortions, which is also a form of genocide. And we have poison in our foods. We have, the epidemics of various illnesses, and particularly in the U.S., but elsewhere, related to eating Western style food, which is also kind of a genocide. So it looks like there is some kind of genocidal impulse, and of course we have Klaus Schwab. You will have nothing, and you will be happy, and you will eat the bugs, and you won't have a car, and you'll live in a 15-minute cities, and you'll get a basic income of some sort, and you'll just be slaves. Um, it looks like. Oh, and then on top of that, the drive for nuclear war. I mean, they are pushing that to the point where, in the beginning, I didn't pay much attention to that. I figured it was all, just trying to scare people, mutually. It was like mad, mutually assured destruction. Nobody would ever go there. I mean, if you read Fletcher Prouty, he says they all know that nobody will ever go there. Well, it looks like they're trying to freaking go there. And in the end, it and I wrote a post about this on Twitter today. I said it sounds like a head that has decided that it doesn't need the body, and it has arranged some kind of device that's going to lock the head off, because the head, has lost touch with the reality that if it doesn't have the body, the head itself won't survive, because the heart is in the center of the body. The lungs are bringing the oxygen, the heart that pumps the blood, the digestive system that provides the glucose, all of those things that are necessary for the brain to function. And it's like this head just lost touch with all of those realities. Says, I don't need the body because it's dragging me down. Cut it off, get rid of it. And that's what it looks like they're actually doing. And it's like these elites think that they're going to survive in their bunkers, destroy the planet. So there's this drive, this insane drive to kill, destroy, break down, reduce the entire population to like a Stone Age existence. Now here's the kicker. What's the point? Because if our reality was transmogrified that way, there would be no production of goods. There would be no, ways for people to make income. There would be nobody buying any goods. There would be nobody selling any goods. All of those things that up until this moment have kept the elite alive. Their control of money, and their control, and selling and buying and so on and so forth. I mean, look at BlackRock. It owns everything. Well, if it owns everything and there's nothing but a Stone Age existence, what the hell is its point?
I've asked that question to many other guests.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
So now that's what you can see and deduce just by looking at what's going on in our reality. Okay, now over here you have somebody talking about aliens. And you wonder, as you do, why are they talking about that? Why aren't they exposing 9/11? Why aren't they releasing the JFK files, the RFK files, the Martin Luther King files? Why aren't we dealing with 9/11 and what really happened there, and putting people in prison? Why aren't we doing any of the things that really matter? Why isn't anybody getting arrested? Look at what Hillary Clinton did. Look at what,
Pedophilia.
pedophilia, all of this kind of stuff. Nobody's dealing with any of these things, the journalists that you're talking about, all of the problems, but they're talking about UFOs and aliens. Okay, is there a relationship between that fact and this global reality situation that I just described? Are they actually being driven to do this, to eliminate huge masses of population? Maybe, and I mean, they're getting rid of our energy system. They're trying to turn everything into this ridiculous, wind farms and electric cars and so on and so forth, and making it so people won't be able to heat their homes. They're trying to get rid of agriculture. They won't have food. All of those things are aimed at decimating, destroying. I'm not just decimating, because decimate actually means to just kill one in every 10 people. This is annihilation. This is genocide. It's obliteration. Is there somebody involved, say aliens, whatever you want to call them, who plan to do something in a public way to take over, and they need all of this as prep work for their plans? They are driving this preparation, and they also want people to be prepared so that when they come in to take over, they are going to be accepted in some way, or at least acknowledged in some way. Is there a connection? I don't know. This is just what I'm seeing. The two things, how do they connect?